Hi, this is Kimberly. I'm with Bioactivated Charcoal, and today I'm going to show you how to make a charcoal patch. A charcoal patch is a little different than a charcoal poultice in that the charcoal actually lays directly against your skin and it will conform to your body. It's a little more work to do, a little more effort, but it's well worth it. So let's get started. Okay, first we're going to start with 1/4 cup of water. Okay, and then we're going to use the activated hardwood charcoal powder. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of that. Go in very carefully. You don't want to spill the charcoal. Just very slowly. Whoops, 1. 2. Always be sure to put the cover on your charcoal powder and it will last indefinitely. And then we're going to use just 1/2 teaspoon of psyllium husk powder. Just 1/2 teaspoon, no more. And this one you really need to be careful that you don't add any more than 1/2 teaspoon, and just be patient with the stirring. It's going to take 1 minute. So you just start stirring. And eventually it'll start to pull away from the cup and turn into a gel. We will fast forward at this point so you don't have to stay tuned for all this, but just remember 1 minute. Okay, now it's starting to thicken up. And it's getting a little harder to stir. And now it's going to start pulling away from the glass. Getting more and more harder. And what we want is for it to turn into a ball. It's going to be like a black putty, a very soft putty, almost like dough. There it goes. It's starting to turn into a ball, all sticking together. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Now we're going to take some plastic wrap. You can use the plastic wrap on both sides, or you can just use one on each. I like to use one on each because it's easier to see which one to pull. Otherwise, they really stick well together, and then it makes it harder when you use the same kind, but it doesn't matter. And if you don't have a food grade plastic wrap, you can use just a regular plastic from a shopping bag. Okay, now here we take our big blob of charcoal jelly, put it right in the center there. And then all we're going to do is just pat it out. You can do it any desired shape that you want. This is going to conform to your body, so do whatever you want. If you want to make a circle or a square, rectangle, I'm just going to do a rectangle here. Just smooth it out. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to use a different plastic wrap on top. This is just your plain food wrap. Oops, it wants to stick in the box for some reason. Okay. Just lay it right on top. Okay. And so on the bottom I have what's called the press and seal. I have the sticky side up where the charcoal is laying against it. And then I'm just going to smooth it out. Just get a few of the air bubbles out. And now I'm going to just start to roll it. Okay, you can make this as thin and large as you want, or you can keep it thicker and smaller. And basically that's it. That's all there's to it. And we have a charcoal patch. Okay, I have used it right away, but it doesn't work that well because when you cut it or tear it off, sometimes it'll stick right to the charcoal. So it's best to freeze them for at least 15 minutes You can freeze them even longer. Make multiple charcoal patches, lay them right on top of each other, and they'll keep for at least 3 months. So here's one that we did earlier, and you can see that it's quite large, okay? It was the same amount of charcoal that I had used on this one. I just rolled it out so it would be thinner and larger. We are going to cut one and place it on Jenna's arm because she had burned it about a month ago, and we did place a charcoal poultice at work, but we made a regular poultice. The patch would have been ideal. So I'm just going to cut this. You see I could cut it into multiple sizes. And I'm just going to, for her arm, we don't need it real big. So then I'll just do it like that. And now I'm just going to take away one side of the plastic. And it just peels off really, really nicely. And then that's it. Now I'm going to place this on her arm, but remember this has been in the freezer, so it's a little cool, so just tell the person that this might feel a little chilly. But it probably feels really good, doesn't it?
That it does.
Oh, there it goes. Doesn't that look nice? I just pressed on it very, very gently. I would be more comfortable wrapping it with some plastic, especially if I was going to go to bed with it on. So I'm just going to put a little more plastic on top. Because see, this does have plastic, right? So here we're going to do it so we know for sure there's not going to be any kind of leaking. So we just put that over just like that. And then we just wrap it. I like to use a cloth bandage that actually sticks to itself. It's very easy to use. But if you didn't have this, if you didn't have any kind of cloth bandage, just get some old cloth that you have, cut it up into strips, an old sheet or something. That's all you need, and then just do that and pin it. But this actually just sticks to itself, and that's it. She can go out and about, she can sleep with that on. It's good to go for about 8 hours. And 8 hours is generally how long we say to keep the charcoal patch or poultice on, for that matter. Well, that's it. That was easy. Please join us again at buyactivatedcharcoal.com. Thank you.